that's still the case.
Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Game channel. We're going to be continuing our Let's Play series through Baldur's Gate 3. We left off, we just defeated Ketheric Thorm, talking to Withers next and seeing where we head from here, essentially. Let's see who this is.
Back in last light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us, but you did a damn fine job.
I freed Zevlar down on the colony. I wouldn't be so quick to write him off as dead.
I would. He didn't have any fight left in him.
He went his own way. I don't think he could face me or all of you.
Briefest hesitation as Ceres wars with old loyalties. And wins.
I looked up to him. We all did. But he let us down when we needed him most. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Sorry, I already picked this place clean. You're not going to be scavenging much. Is there anything upstairs? No, they're kind of all localized downstairs. Okay.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Another picture, though. I think there was one thing, though. Climb down here. Let me do a rest. Oh, I can't do a rest.
What's in here?
No, down. I can do a song of rest. There we go.
Stayed interesting. Very well. Something over there.
Yeah, the suspicious noises I saw.
That's still the case.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing.
Determine what it is. I'll reroll. I'll reroll. There we go. Critical success.
You can't quite catch a glimpse, but you recognize this feeling. The same alien presence you felt on the Nautiloid. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What in the hells is that?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now.
I don't think I'm succeeding at strength. We're just gonna go sleight of hand. We're gonna go limp. Ride it out. Whatever it is.
You stop resisting, your arm bending with the movement of the flesh, and suddenly an opening appears. With a soft sucking sound, your hand pulls free. The flesh within the wall retreats.
Or not.
Careful. In future, you can't just stick your hand in every strange hole you come across.
Excuse me. I mean, you can.
The tentacle pulses within the wall, waiting. There is no hesitation this time. The tendrils lash out, the tendrils tighten, and suddenly you are elsewhere. The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you.
You first.
I am.
A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me. To better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you are the flaw in their design. The single thread that could unravel everything they've planned.
I like how we're seeing this after the Absolute already left, just because we came and found this after the fact.
I am the chain they will use to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me, so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Enough of this! Release yourself!
This is the best one. Ooh. Why did it change to a 20?
The Absolute fairly ripped your hand off. That's no way to tempt us into a meeting.
Careful. It nearly had you.
Alright. Is there a way down from here? Right here, right? Ladder? Don't think interacting with that anymore is probably a good idea. So close to leveling. Talk to Withers, see if we get the 39 experience.
Seems like a good moment to talk. The shadows yet fester. The dead three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls?
How would I know? I'm not sure. Don't all living things?
No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
I'm surprised to see you. Why are you here?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
Speak plainly. Isn't there more you can tell me?
No.
Jeez. Seem to know a lot about the Dead Three.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
So dramatic. Okay, so nothing from him. So we need to go to our camp. Alright, we got all kinds of people here. Lae'zel first.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these lands will heal.
Where? I have them, right? Where's the one? This. Not letting me give it to her though. But I started a conversation. Definitely didn't. Again, same thing.
To Baldur's Gate. Voss will be waiting in this Sharess's caress. Greeting.
Okay, nothing from him. From her.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comforting to know.
Will.
Godspeed.
Your pop.
With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun.
The Absolute's cult has Ravengard. Where will they take him?
Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them.
What do you know about Gortash and Orin?
Orin? I'd never heard tell of. But Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Mazora said that you can... Mazora said you can say what led to your pact in exile. It's time I know the whole truth.
Yes, but first, a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
I'd give my life if it meant keeping the residents safe.
As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
The Cult of the Dragon had infiltrated Baldur's Gate. To what end?
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. But 10 days after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while two devils stood witness. And I said yes. One soul for one city.
Surely Mizora doesn't care about Baldur's Gate. Why would she want to save it?
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her Warlock menagerie.
Sacrificing your soul to save the city was a brave thing to do.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
Is that how you lost your eye in the battle with the Cult of the Dragon?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizora. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her.
What about your father, the Grand Duke?
He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did.
It was brave what you did for the city.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right.
Got to select that one option twice, and hell, you got approved for both of them. Return to the subject
I
later.
understand.
You must be furious at your father for throwing you out of the city.
No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither.
You're too charitable. If I were you, I'd never have forgiven him.
Resentment is a poison on one's heart. The only way to avoid damage is to pour it out.
Do you miss your father?
More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched Warlock he returned to.
Alright. That catches us up with Will. There's Jaheira.
I would not linger in this land over long, but whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Okay, she don't want to do nothing. Danielle? Where's Halsin?
Your path leads away from me, I sense. Be safe. Perhaps one day you will see the fruits that your victory has sown here.
Arabella.
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I just wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here.
It hurts, I know, but you'll feel better in time.
I hope so. 'Cause it stinks.
Gale?
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change, To gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
Don't know why that keeps happening.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful. No rest for the wicked, huh?
Tell me about your relationship with Gortash.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe, and he paid me well. Well enough to move my folks into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
Stereon?
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows before. I was always more of a lurker in, historically.
Alright. We'll talk to Isabel first.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
You and Aelin seem to have a lot of history. What happened?
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Certainly. There's magic in the look.
That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... and this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
He'd become the chosen of Merkel. Merkel.
I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jahira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
All right. Dame Aelin.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed.
Open your mind to that sensation.
Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere. Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
I'll help.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed.
The Spear of Night. I thought that was cast into the
I
Shadowfell.
was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough. But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Selûne's Spear of Night. +3 weapon enchantment. Gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception checks. You can cast Moonbeam, which is concentration. Call down a beam of light that damages any creature that enters the beam and starts its turn in the light. And Moon Mode. Illuminate the area around you with wisps of moonlight that make movement difficult for enemies and bolster your allies' damage. Start a return. Each hostile creature within the light must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or they must treat the lighted area of difficult terrain. Each ally within the light area does an additional 1 to 4 radiant damage on hit with melee attacks.
No time to dally.
Is that better than Lathander, though? Because Lathander is also a +3 weapon.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Let's move.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
What is it?
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High, darling Isabel, is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
Couldn't have done it without you.
We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
There's still a great deal about you I don't know.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Are you really Selûne's daughter?
Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Would your mother be willing to aid us in the fight against the Dead Three?
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
How did you come to be trapped in the Shadowfell?
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, The hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live!
She's pretty, like, bloodlusty.
Light on my feet.
What do you want to talk about now, Shadowheart?
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think a part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me.
You've been forced to live a lie. At least now the truth is starting to reveal itself.
Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to.
And what's that?
You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Okay.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Alright, need to put all this stuff in our freaking give this to her. Into our camp bag. This is a little excessive. There's the other shovel. I knew I had to. This one doesn't have the ability to look inside of it like the other one did. Can't add it to wares, so we're just gonna send it to camp. All this stuff we're gonna send to camp. These are obviously not the right ones. We're gonna add it to wares. This goes in here with the 5,000 other ones that we have.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
What a charmer.
Ketheric's shield needs to go to... not her? Needs to go to Gale.
Your desire.
What's the story?
Let's see. All this needs to be added to wares. This can go to camp. 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 Oh, she has that equipped right now. I almost just... Reaper's Embrace. That's a heavy armor, which we don't have anyone that can use. Alright, let's do the level ups. We got a new cantrip, in which we will take friends. New spell. I think silence will probably be a good one. And we get a new feat, which I think we're gonna take Warcaster. The only other thing I would take right now is increasing his intellect up to 20. Which could be a good option, but I think Warcaster is going to be better for us currently. Make sure we can keep haste up or whatever else we want to be using.
I'd love to, thanks.
Okay, so we don't need... Barbarian level 5. Instead, I'll go Fighter level 6. Get us a new feat. In which case, I will take... I'm gonna take Savage Attacker. It's either Savage Attacker or Ability Score Improvement and get the dex up to 20. That may be the better option. I am still thinking about changing her back, going back into strength. Be changing up if she's dual wield or not. I don't know. I'm still playing around with what I want her build to be. I have in my mind like a certain thing that I want from her, but we'll see how it goes.
Let's get on with it.
Alright, so we got potent spellcasting now. So, wisdom modifier to the damage deal with cleric cantrips. Prepared spells. Again, it selected freedom of movement for us. I don't really want it. You could take a death ward instead, or even revivify. Go ahead and take death ward. We may swap something else out. And then for her, again, I think it's going to be a warcaster. Now, this is going to be not great for us because it's going to be intellect based, but it's okay.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Need to start doing it this way.
Charmed, I'm sure. No one stopped me yet.
Like your mind.
Excellent choice.
Once you get Nathaniel. I had to look after him. Without him, I wouldn't have lasted long.
Didn't check my spells at all. Let's see. Nothing we can learn. Nothing we can learn.
Still alive. So that's progress. These boots have seen everything.
Alright, so there was one thing.
The heart of the
Whoa.
Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies.
Can you get out of my head? No, that's why I already have allies.
You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
Will there be anyone left when we arrive in the city?
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
The road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, will arrive before the Absolute's forces.
Alright, there was one thing left I wanted to do while we were here, because there was one area that we didn't complete. Down into the morgue we go.
I'll give it a shot.
Clipping through walls. You're all on top of vents.
Strange. The dust on the leftmost door has been wiped clean.
Not have son of a gun. Okay.
Let's end this.
Warlock?
Saddle up.
Oh, you have so much on you. You're so slow. Okay.
To do the rounds again.
We're gonna quartermaster tally.
Leave 'em be.
Fair enough.
Just tell me what you need.
Oh, you have money again. Thank you.
Lady, light your way.
Well, I'm waiting for you.
Better be. It hasn't been that long.
This was an oopsie moment.
What is it?
He has 99 HP.
Don't burn yourself.
Why does she have so little movement, it feels like? There's the level up.
Need to stay focused.
Let's see.
Got to move.
Killed 2. Greater one we definitely didn't get.
My turn.
Warlock ends that one. Come over here, let's trip him. Very nice.
Can't even catch my breath.
I'm ready.
Do this. Thought that would do a little bit more damage. It really doesn't do as much as I think it's gonna do every time. I think it's guaranteed 12, but after that, not so much. Another dead. Ooh, got me. That was a big hit too.
I'm heating up.
Never a dull moment. I've got a long road ahead.
Level up our character. A new cantrip. I guess I'm gonna take like minor illusion. A new spell. Dominate person. Dominate person or dominate beasts? I'll go with dominate person. Change a spell. Probably Hunger of Hadar, and we'll change it to Dominate Beasts.
What's hiding here?
Making me sweat.
Carla, can you come? No, I don't want you doing that. You should be on it. understand why it's not showing me the poison clouds, but
can't give up now. Here we go. I'm not getting through this way.
really?
Stuck from this side. I should look around. Wonder if the gods are watching me. With a flick of the wrist.
There we go. Carabasan's poison.
That's curious. Something good here.
You know, I was trying to think of how they got ahead of us in experience. It's probably the inspiration system thing. We've done something that inspired them a lot more than our characters. Hold up, give me that 3 gold. Hello, giant strength.
Useful.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Trap on it. Well, I don't really want Bardic Inspiration right now. Cat's Grace is good. Eversight Ring. The wearer cannot be blinded. Well, that's a pretty good one to add to the darkness combo. Since Devil Sight doesn't work with it. Poison clouds I can't see. Okay, Gale. You would do the honors, please.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Okay, the rest of you would do the honors, please.
Yeah, it was right with magic.
Alright, good. Everyone's up. Karlak. I want you over here. She does not have a bonus action, so she cannot rage.
Still on my feet.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Strength drain. Pseudopod. Pseudopods hurt, so go ahead and fade away. I'm sure they're gonna be looking for me. Let's see. Fireball. Oh, max rank. Free staff fireball. Double miss on the pseudopod, nice.
Now this is my happy place.
Another fight.
Fine.
Let's go.
Good. Oh. Hello, Shadow. Get out of here, Shadow.
Forever, pal. Soldier.
Dice roll in my favor.
Good cantrip damage. See if we can land another one. Nope. Warding flare.
Never a dull moment. What path lies before me?
Oh, the acid. Protective plates. Alright, so we've gotten everything down here. Ooh. So it's finally reached the point where we can't go back to Act 1 anymore. We're stuck in Act 2. Which will be over soon, granted, and we'll be stuck in Act 3 probably. Damon. And the cows are gone also. Everyone here is gone. They're moving on to Baldur's Gate. So if there was anything that was considered stealing here, which I don't think there was, except maybe the things in her little area here. We'll We'll take the milk bowl because he is still here. Oh no, that's a child. What are you doing in here?
Speak up.
The light means that Ketherick will be gone soon, right? It is. I can tell by your face.
Okay, well, where's the cat at? Not here to leave? His Majesty? Where are you at? Maybe His Majesty left? Alright. Let's go over here.
Free of Shah. I hope I can say the same of myself. Soon enough.
The Absolute armies are on the march, and Baldur's Gate is their target.
To Baldur's Gate. Make sure we've done everything. Yep, I think we're pretty much tied up.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Ketherick's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Well, that didn't take long.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart,
lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketherick. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, but tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Sounds like a you problem. Come find me, Karlak.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Wyrm's Lookout.
No traps, please. Need to find a way forward.
Felt weird being up there.
Good moment to talk.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Seluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Now we're traveling together. I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Is it true that you fought the Dead Three before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Ease, you're only one of those things.
Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
I wanted to ask you something. You mentioned you know something of Illithids.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
different this time. The outer brain is a slave itself.
Do not be moved to pity. It is a predator pinned in a trap. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth.
I would not want to take Chihiro with us, I don't think. I do think that I want to probably take her and respec her. I think I may do that with everyone. Like gear them out the way that I want them. So just in case I end up using them, they'll already be kind of useful to me. Will.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
I'm listening.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Let's talk about all that's happened to us.
What's on your mind?
I'm gonna ask her to wait here.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. Sounds boring. Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Isabel?
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
How do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of darkness together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
I have questions for you.
Ask, and I will tell.
Would your I've already asked those. Never mind. Starion. It's over here. Withers.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk. Are you going to explain further? No. You can just attack him. So dumb. No point going this way. Starion.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. And we are no closer to knowing why that bastard is so obsessed with getting me back.
You have any more leads?
I think we should track down my fellow spawn. I'm not exactly looking forward to a reunion, but perhaps they'll know something. If we can find them, we can force them to tell us what he's been doing since I was gone. And honestly, I imagine they'll be coming for me in the night if I don't.
Where would the other spawn be?
Unless Cazadors change their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city.
Need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
Darling.
Lead on.
Alright. Go ahead and level them up. What were we doing for him? Were we keeping him rogue too? Do. Gloomstalker Ranger 5, which we already got. So now Rogue 7, and I was gonna go Assassin Rogue. Keep leveling up Rogue. Here's a feat. We already have Sharpshooter. So now I probably just want... Did we change his stats? Probably. I don't know why we gave him these other stats though. 13 and 13 wisdom. Probably forgot to change the +1 on the intellect to constitution, and that's not what I want. We want him going first with the That's what we'll pick for now. Okay.
One step at a time. I'll just help myself.
You do that. Alright, so this is my weapon bag. So... Dang it. Should be able to pick this one up. It's not that heavy. weapons go in. Hold on. Now I don't know where they go. Is it this one? Alright, so weapons go in the 36 bag, which is no longer a 36 bag. Some armor, accessories, other items. All right, can make this bigger. There we go. All right, so these are all weapons down to here. Oh, well now, son of a gun. Weapons. All weapons down here. Any more weapons? No? Okay. Let's see if this one. Rings. Add rings and necklaces in this one. Good. And then we have this one. As headpieces, gloves, and boots. Wow. Headpiece, chest, gloves, boots. Might as well put cloaks in here too. Shields go in the weapon one, which is right here. Okay. He has a stealth and sleight of hand ring on. Now this is honestly something I could probably do not while we're playing. Just the build will probably be good enough for now. So let me talk to him and ask him to stay.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
At least
Same with
Shadowheart
Gil.
is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in...
Have to keep going.
Paulson.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure, but her path will be easier with our support.
Glad we have Jaheira traveling with us. Did you know her from before?
Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt.
You're an archdruid. What could you possibly have left to learn from anyone?
No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal.
I feel like I haven't gotten to know you properly yet.
What would you like to know?
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're quite large for an elf.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now.
You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
It's a natural question, but I don't have a good answer, I'm afraid. Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened.
Do you have people out there somewhere? Family, friends, a lover perhaps?
You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in High Forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The Grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you.
Sorry for your loss.
It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable.
I don't want to talk about that because I don't want him thinking we want.
I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Daniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector.
Tell me something about yourself that I wouldn't even think to ask.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature?
No.
I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey.
Because you're a bear. Whittle, what do you make?
Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
What? So you turn into a bear and you like honey. A little on the nose.
I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected.
As you've mentioned it, how old are you anyways?
350 years young.
What?
I've been privileged to watch saplings grow into mighty boughs.
Thank you for sharing, you old man.
Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
I once stitched shut a wound using twine made from the entrails of an enemy. Oh, God.
You are nothing if not inventive. I can only hope the foe had already expired before you began your work.
enough for now.
Anytime.
I need you by my
Then
side.
you'll have me. Lead on.
Alright, so we're going to need to level him up. We'll take Will and Jahira.
Ah, Halsin is such a delight. Woe to the cultist who tangles with that thick hunk of an elf. That's the spirit.
Will. Oh, your thick hunk is in your group now.
One final night in the open air, and then back to the city. Rest while you can. I fear that quite a bit of work awaits us. As you wish.
Alright. So. Everyone is level 1. Starting off, we'll do Halsin. Now, I have 2 druid builds that I want to do. One is a Circle of the Moon druid, and we're going to be using it for a lightning based build, because we're going to do like a call lightning while we're in our form. And the other one is going to be a Circle of Spores druid, which I was going to use for like a horde army build, or like a necromancer horde army build. So I think Cave Bear is going to be much better than Panther for like a tanky druid build that wants to get hit but is like calling down a bunch of lightning at the same time. So I think I'm going to make Halsin my Circle of the Moon druid. And so he doesn't want really spells that we're going to need to cast while we're in. He's going to be mostly in wild shape. So bring a bunch of buff spells. It makes sense for him having speak with animals. I'm gonna do straight druid builds with both of these too, I think, right now. Enhance ability. I'm gonna drop some of these. Spike growth. Old person. Moonbeam, because we can also use Moonbeam as a form of damage to concentrate on while we're in our bear form. I'll change Goodberry to Bardic Skin. Then there's Deep Wrath, Wild Raven. Don't really care about those very much. I'm gonna give Guidance, because we always want Guidance. Warcaster is gonna be a must for him. And why am I doing this right now? Can I exit out of this? I have to go retrain them at Withers. Get their stats the right way.
another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need. As thou desires.
Okay, he's still gonna be a druid. Cantrips are not gonna be shillelagh. It's going to be guidance and probably guidance, and Thorn Whip's always a good one to have. Abilities. This is what we really want to change. Let me clear all these. I am going to do max wisdom and con. If I do it that way, he's already gonna have a +3 bonus in con, which will throw off whenever we're doing our level ups, because there will be no wisdom to give him. I mean, their ability score improvements, because it'll be like 1 point in wisdom to get 18, but then where else am I gonna put the other point, you know? So could do a spread like this, which just makes him kinda efficient and everything else, and then very efficient in like Constitution and Wisdom. Now, Constitution is not going to be too important because Wild Shape, whenever we get it, gives us the physical stats, and all we keep is our Charisma, Wisdom, Intellect, so our mental stats. I don't care about animal handling. I do care about insight. I did not think that scimitars was on the druid weapon list. I could be wrong, but I thought they were like no metal weapons. I think I may drop this and do this. Okay. Now we can level them up. That was my bad. Alright, Circle of Moon Druid. We get to swap everything whenever we level up, so I'm not going to worry about this too much right now. What level is our character? Level 10. So I can get him all the way up to level 10 before I need to change his spells. Hold on, did I accept his subclass without knowing? Okay, so for the Moon Druid. Cantrip, we do have to select now. We'll go ahead and take Resistance. Feat, we do want Warcaster. That is the primary thing for this one. Level 6. So Panther wasn't even really like a special form for her. It's just... surprising. I thought it was. Saber-tooth tiger. Okay. Let's see. Feats. I'm gonna go ability score improvement. And we're gonna do wisdom con. Alright, so now take poison spray, and now we need to adjust all of our spells. So call lightning is going to be our primary bread and butter. Do wall of stone. Ice storm. Hold person is always good. Lesser restoration. Healing word. Mass cure wounds. Greater restoration. I will take... probably Insect Storm, just to give us a single target. No, that's an AoE ability. AoE ability that's piercing. This one... lightning strikes all targets within range. And for 10 turns, you can call down lightning again without expending a spell slot. So that's again another type of like AoE. So Blight would be a... is it single target or is it AoE also? Don't even know. Ice Storm is AoE. Enhance ability. Heat metal's just funny. Do heat metal. Pass thou trace. Polymorph and blight. Okay. Will... I think I will make Will probably the age-old Warlock Paladin build. Could do that, or we can make him a blaster, just straight Warlock Sorcerer.
Let's chew the fat.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. As thou desire.
I'm going to do a Paladin Warlock build. So we'll start Paladin. Make him Oath of Vengeance. We are dropping... Are we dropping Strength? I'm going full on Charisma, because we're going to go Pact of the Blade again. And then I want Constitution up here also. Like this. He's gonna go heavy armor, so dexterity is not a huge thing. You know what? I want to do dexterity as a dump stat. Alright, so I just have proficiency in these different stats. So we will go Intimidation, Persuasion, Athletic. Okay. So, going to go 6 levels in Oath of Vengeance Paladin, and then 6 levels in Archfey Warlock. For the weapon, we're going to go Great Weapon Fighting. Do I need to worry about the spells right now, or will it... Spell list is so good. Searing Smite is good, but also so is Divine Favor. We'll take the Smite. Looks like I can just change the spells however I want, so... Gave me Divine Smite, so that's good. We are going to go Great Weapon Master. Now we get extra attack. Take Branding Smite. And we want level 6 purely for this thing right here. Why does it say it's giving a +0 bonus? Should not be the case. Protection from poison. I will change that to probably just Shield of Faith. Alright, so now we're going to change. What subclass features this? Relentless Avenger? Nah. And change to Warlock. We're going to go Eldritch Blast, of course, and probably Friends. We are going to go the Great Old One. So when we get a crit, everything around us, if they fail a Wisdom saving throw, they will become frightened. Very good. Tasha's is good to lock down someone. Honestly, the Dissonant Whispers is also good to lock down someone. Did not know that I even had these abilities. Alright, we pick one spell. Let's pick Hellish Rebuke. Eldritch Invocations. We want Agonizing Blast for sure. I'll probably take Repelling Blast also. Just cuz. Alright, so we have Warlock. I'm going to take probably Clouded Daggers. No. Like Mirror Image. Back to the blade. Replace Dissonant Whispers. Add in Hold Person. Nope, Misty Step. Cantrips, we will grab Minor Illusion. Spells, we take... Why can I not take Misty Step from here? Invisibility. Replace spell. Tasha's. Hold Person. Oh, because we already took Misty Step. Duh. What am I thinking? I do not know, quite honestly. I will take Ability Score Improvement. I'm going to go Charisma Con. Okay. And then we have Jaheira.
Go.
Where is she getting that from? That's just something that she has? That's pretty cool.
Dog, dog, dog.
Ah, I shall be here in thy camp. As thou desire.
Druid. Again, Guidance Thorn Whip. Abilities, let's clear them, along with changing her stuff here. Get rid of nature. Oh, hold on. Go ahead and get her stats back where we want them. She needs Dex a little bit more for AC than Halsin did. So we'll put the stats like this. Don't really want the animal handling. Go with perception. Perception and survival. Sounds good. Circle of the Land Druid, which I say no to. We're gonna go Circle of the Spores. And as far as prepared spells go, we want Word, of course. We want Longstrider, of course. We'll take... I don't need to do all these. Forgot that she's just gonna be able to replace them later on. So we're just taking her all the way to level 10. We do have to pick up a couple things along the way. First off is going to be Warcaster. Level 8, second feat. Ability score improvement. Con wisdom. It's level 9, one more. Alright, we got another cantrip. Poison spray. Now learn spells. Or prepared spells, I should say. Now she is going into summons. And as far as summons go, let's see. We not only want to be able to make a bunch of summons, we want to be able to keep them alive. Is the main thing also. So probably Pass Without Trace on everyone. Hold Person. Sure, we take Healing Word. Planar Binding can make an ally, so that's a good one to have. Dominate Beast can make an ally. We need to give her a couple damaging spells other than just summons. So how about we go Insect Plague again. We'll go Ice Storm. And probably... Oh, we want enhance ability, of course. Heat metal. Okay, so I'll gear them out and give them better stats and stuff like that whenever, or set up their bars and all that off stream, or off, not stream, haven't streamed it forever, off recording.
It's over, then through.
So the only one left is to do is Lae'zel.
Well met.
Tell Will to wait in camp.
Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when...
Halsin's proved himself a fine ally already. He'll be useful in battle, if those... It is done. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Did I already rematch her? I may have already redone hers. Do I have a fighter build that I was looking at doing? Yeah. Could do a crazy build with her. It's not gonna be fighter until the very end, but
I shall be here in like as thou desire.
alright, we're gonna go a monk. And of course we're going to do Strength Monk, because Strength Monk is broken. We do want Dexterity for AC. And then I think a lot of their abilities are based off Wisdom. Can't remember. Yeah, Wisdom modifier. So it's Wisdom and Dexterity for our armor. May end up having 2 dump stats here. Dex is kind of maxed at I think a +2. Is that gonna I may go this way. We'll do Dex. Acrobatics and stealth. Alright, I'm gonna go Way of Shadows. Get our first feat, which we're going to take Tavern Brawler. Buff that strength up to 18. Get our extra attack. Stunning Strike. And I have Way of Shadows Monk 6. What does that give us? Extra key point, improved unarmored movements, key empowered strikes, which is going to be good, and Shadow Step. Yeah, we definitely want all that. Alright, so now we are going to be going into Rogue. Sleight of hand and stealth for our expertise. Could do probably just stealth and acrobatics, not sleight of hand. Actually, stealth and athletics. That's what we want. And then for the rogue, we will be going with a thief subclass so that we get the extra bonus action from fast hands. And so that's 6, 3, and then we're going to be going fighter. So this gives us second win for now. And for our fighting style, we'll go probably just defense. Oh, this is while wearing armor. So that's not going to help us. We're not going to have a shield. Not going to have offhand weapon or great weapon fighting. So we'll take dueling and see if we can make it work. All right. Now I will tell them all that way I want them to stay. And then I will get my actual team back together.
Are we ready for the road once more? You're sure?
Best be on my way.
Shadowheart, come here.
It's about time Halsin actually stepped up and joined us properly. He's certainly been taking up space at camp for long enough. All right, so...
I'm listening. Shook. You believe you can survive with... As you say.
Why did she just gain a bunch of experience? And I gained experience for inviting her into my group.
Halsin is one hench elf. I'm impressed. And glad he's on our side. Hell yes.
Everyone's talking about how big he is.
Oakfather preserve you. Wherever you need me, I'll be right here in...
While I'm adept at most forms of weave manipulation, druidic magic is not my area of expertise. He will make for a most useful option to have in reserve.
Everyone has something to say about Hall's enjoying.
With ple...
Alright, everyone's geared out, right? Good. We got the correct spells on everyone.
My faith will guide me.
Why do you have Death Ward? I guess you just do because I don't have anything better. Swap Fire Shield for Dimension Door. Never want to know when a good teleport just serve you really well. Alright. We sleep.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison, and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
Free everyone of this evil. I'll be the one to cleanse this plane of the Absolute.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
What the heck?
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Escape to the portal before the Absolute takes control. I Gishra Giklir. I Gishra Nick. Zephyr Gishra Brakla. Oh, that's a monk. These are all monks if I ever saw them. Jeez.
This is gonna feel good.
What's it gonna take?
Oh, you're screwed.
Blood comes easy these days.
Got to be kidding me. I can't freaking reach it. Fine. Fine. Not having the Pact weapon is really bad for me. Shield. Need to look at my reactions. Oh. One down. Nasty step up here.
Onward. What should I do?
Saved, so he took no damage. Gotta hate that ability so much. Her voice transforming. Okay.
On my word.
What now? May the gods take you first.
Again, the freaking. Oh, there's another one? Feels like they're just gonna keep coming through. I do 22 damage with magic missile. No, I can do 21.
Give up.
What do I want to do here? Probably just take the attack and move on.
Hurry, or we will all become thralls.
The end of all. Alright. So need to make it over there. Just in case it doesn't let, it's like every single person has to make it there. Dimension door, astral portal. It's not every person. Okay.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Rest.
Going a little longer now.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
You shy?
Yes.
Okay, our character's up first.
Come to the skull.
I think I am just gonna move up. I don't want to go too crazy. Oh, Eldritch Blast, since I don't have my Pact weapon on right now. Oh, I have three rays now. Some good damage. Good crit. That heart does not go for Karlach.
No surrender.
That deflect missiles. So that she took no damage.
Creator, destroyer.
Very nice.
To me. On my way.
Friend of Gake.
Don't care if you hit those. Dang it. Gale, let me see your reactions. Okay, I don't want to shield with a max level spell. I will possibly counter spell. Absorb elements, yes please ask. Cutting words. Ask to use cutting words. Alright.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Count on me.
Searing Smite.
Death is but a word away.
It's not over. Hurry. I can't hold them back alone.
Okay.
All right.
I need you to Get your abilities up. I need everyone to get their abilities up, honestly.
Now.
Yes, I know. I get you. I'm on the way.
The skull. Come to the skull.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have. Should mind my step.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Come on, you two. Like sometime today.
Help me.
Let's get going. Breathe deep and move.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me.
Prove to me you are who you say you. Prove to me that you are who you say.
You saved a child from a viper, back in the Druid's Grove. You saved the Asima Night Soul from her soul cage. You let me live last time you were here, though it brought Blackheath's wrath upon you. Your continued existence as yourself, and not a mind flayer, should be all the proof you need. Now, help me.
How do I help?
The god. Destroy the god. They prevent me from subduing their master. Do it now.
Join the Mind Flayers fight.
We can turn the tide.
1, 2. Ah, there's some more. 3, 4. That's it. What are these abilities they got? Orphic Favor. While within 18 millimeters of Prince Orpheus, affected entity has resistance to psychic damage and a +3 bonus to intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Oh, the amount of freaking monk abilities. Jesus. Man, that's all of them, too.
Fuck yes.
Alright. To rage. I can get right in the middle of them.
Incoming.
To which I will trip attack. Ooh, 6. There we go. Go with 75. Reckless. Gale. You want to use a portent dice for me, sir?
A miserable pile of secretion.
I need you to fall. Okay, or don't.
Come on, can't stay idle. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
That was a nice crit. Oh, this one has double the HP of the other one. Didn't realize that. 88, 88. Okay. So this is the dangerous one right here. Jump down here. You can hit the... Ooh. Do not want that. How many resonating key blasts does she get? She hit the tadpole or the intellect power with one and twice on my character? Is it just me, or are the portent dice not here anymore? Like, I've taken a rest. Where are my portent dice? Okay, there's literally no point in just like single targeting her down, I feel like. I'm going to do a haste on... Probably him. Bardic Inspiration on him also. Then I'm gonna try and put some distance between us. Don't want to be targeted too heavily here. Going to do another haste on Karlach. Then a spiritual weapon. Maul max level. Drop in over here. Alright. And we try and trip her. Doesn't have weapons, so there's no trying to do that.
No choice but to keep going.
Very nice. Got a stun too. I missed. I missed again. I don't know how I'm missing a stun target. Hold person. Okay. Okay. Okay, you killed your own ally. Good for you, bud.
Heading there.
Try and make him drop concentration on the hold person. So for that, we want magic missiles, a whole bunch of them. Make him roll a whole bunch of checks. He dropped it.
Tale for the ages.
If I give him haste before his turn again, does he still keep lethargic? Yeah, he does. Ah, sucks. Getting up there to hit this thing is just darn near impossible. Alright, we get lots of attacks. Really? Nice stun. That's great. Seven HP. Kills one.
That should work.
Is Carl like stunned or something?
Thank you. That was too close. Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
Of all the things to be indebted to, a bloody mind flayer.
You were in the prism all this time? Why did you deceive me?
It was necessary. Rare are those that would openly consider a partnership with a mind flayer. Even those who are on a path of becoming one. I was someone once. Someone just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my old city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stelmane. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy for a while, until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the Brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call me Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become.
Lord Gortash was one of the chosen in the colony.
Indeed. His hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you.
So are you going to tell me what this battle was about?
We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive mind communication. It is the same power that enabled his mother, Gith, to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Vlaakith declared herself queen of your people. Vlaakith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control.
Was it you or Orpheus, the queen, that Queen Vlaakith wanted us to kill when she ordered us inside the prison?
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some of your people still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Vlaakith was safe as long as you believed him dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the rest of your people ever find out what she's done, there will be civil war. Your queen will be finished.
Were you imprisoned here too?
No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prism. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt a change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside and found Orpheus. I realized what the prism was for. Containment. While my body was within the prism's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet, I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
What happens if we free Orpheus?
That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him, and in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion, a pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already a Lithid, a sworn enemy, just like me.
The more I talk to you, the less you seem like a mind flayer.
I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel, but the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change.
Well, I'm trying to avoid becoming a mind flayer. I thought you agreed to protect me.
We'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
What would that entail?
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss.
You can evolve me. Why can't you stop seromorphosis altogether?
The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
I'm going to save, because I want to see what my character would look like if I do this.
Well, certainly brave of you. I'll say that much.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out out your hand. It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another.
What is it?
A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane. Cocooned here for millennia, it has become extraordinary.
Open your mind to it.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain, and bring it under our control.
You have embraced Ceramorphosis and become half Illithid. You can now unlock even more powerful psionics. I don't look half Illithid. Nothing about me looks Illithid. Okay. Just one short. Still no transformation. I mean, I think I'll go with it. I don't see why not.
Just a brief respite.
Boots of uninhibited Kushiko. So that was... We have boots and we had a helmet before in a different area.
Let's have a look. Moving in.
I want these divine bone shards. Chasm Creeper. Get Yankee short swords should sell for a good amount, so we'll pick that up too. Inscribed Githyanki Slate. tiny potion.
Let's see.
Leave the astral plane, yes. We have all kinds of freaking abilities now.
To make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Ready and willing.
Most excellent.
What to do? I'd like some time to talk.
Your parasite communes with Lae'zel's. Her heart races as she learns of the events inside the astral prism.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
A mighty powerful prince if he can block out an illithid hive mind.
Even more powerful still. It said he could bring 1,000 Githyanki to their knees with one command. Listen close. The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. Let us remember our history together. Long ago, when we rose up against our Geich slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the Archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom our people now call Queen.
How does Orpheus fit in?
Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle, or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps.
Then Voss was right. Orpheus is the seed of Vlaakith's demise.
The seed and the sower. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way.
Let's talk about Orpheus. Do that some other time.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I
Hold
was
up.
sent to retrieve that thing.
Didn't she have black hair?
It matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Nope. You kind of went off on a tangent on your own. Anyone else got something to say? Gale does not. Will does not. Asterion does not. Neither of them do. Is Will even over here? Yeah, he is. Okay. Alright. So we would leave camp now to probably continue the story. I think that this is a good stopping spot for now. I think we'll pick up next time heading towards Baldur's Gate. So I hope everyone's enjoying this playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. If you are, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you on the next one.